What's up, inspiring gamers? I know many of you would prefer me to make a new video about a game that you loved and suggested, but recently I found myself experiencing doubt and inner conflict that drains my motivation of gaming and creating new videos. So I want to take this opportunity and make this video to clarify my thinking and intention to better help me continue on this journey of inspiring gamers while juggling between the new responsibilities in life. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to help my content reach more gamers. As I shared in my why I started this channel video, I truly believe that great video game narratives and heroes are something that we could find inspiration and encouragement from and apply to our lives. We are literally the hero of our own story, and we can choose to live out a life that is as inspiring as your most admired video game hero embarking on his journey of adventure. As I said, I'm always interested in learning from different fictional characters, and by understanding their psychology and sharing their wisdom, I believe we can better master our own game of life and become a healthier and more heroic version of ourselves. But eventually, we all have to grow up. Our studying and apprenticeship phase in life ends as we transition into the work world, where we throw all the rules and knowledge we learned onto the table to find out what they are worth in the game of life. I believe most of you who are watching my videos are mature gamers, as my content is intended towards gamers who are interested in self-development. The stereotype about gamers that media has been using to depict as addicted teenagers hiding in parents' home is long gone. Just take a look at this key gamer demographics published on Dataprot. Over 3.2 billion people in the world plays video games, and the average age of gamer is 35 years old. At this point, I'm quickly approaching. As we gamers are getting older, we are also facing increasing pressures and responsibilities in life. I'll be starting a new full-time job in March. With so many things going on, naturally I have to choose what to let go of in order to fit everything into the limited hours. That means I won't be able to play much video games at all, especially RPGs with over 30 hours long campaign. This greatly drains my motivation to keep making videos. As the priority for most people in their mid-30s is to make money, we shouldn't be spending too much time on entertainment. Right now, the music and movie industry put together earn less than the video game companies. It seems that the video game industry is targeting millions of gamers who are lost in their life and prefer escaping into a fantasy world rather than acquiring success in the real world. This is the conflict that I'm currently facing. I still aspire to make a difference in the minds of gamers. Researching video game stories and extracting their life lessons can help others improve and is definitely enjoyable, but it eats a ton of time and generates no income. Of course, I'm not doing this for the money, but for the learning and sharpening of my creative writing and communication skills. But being a creative introvert is also my curse. The reward is in the creative process itself. The occasional comments from inspiring gamers are deeply encouraging and makes my work worthwhile even after years of publishing the video. But I couldn't help but ask myself, am I too old to be playing video games? And doubt, should I stop gaming or making video altogether and focus on my new career? My friends and family would say that I'm too serious about it. Just relax and enjoy life. Stop doing things that you have to invest so much time in but don't make any money. But in my journey of building this channel, I've learned that the real joy and pleasure in life can only be gained by overcoming challenges and bringing about meaningful work that endures the test of time. We all must be obsessed about something we are deeply passionate about, a life's task. This is something more than a job, a calling that comes from deep within. Without this love, it is hard to sustain the long journey of isolation and loneliness in the fight towards becoming who you truly are. There is hard work and sacrifice to go against the grain. Peer pressure, financial stress, and even family members who say they have their best interest for you. On this path of becoming a fighter in your own story, we have less time to spend with our friends and family, and the only remaining few people who are supportive are the only ones that are truly important. I'm sharing my thoughts because I think gamers across the world are facing similar problems and challenges in life. As we approach midlife, we all face a crisis. Even if my message speaks to just a few of you, that's enough to justify that my work is worth continuing. The real question is how to keep enjoying gaming and making videos while still being active and prosperous in the real world. Maybe it's time to break the old stereotype about gamers. Instead of seeing gaming as a destructive habit and addiction, it could be turned into a culture that's deeply inspiring, creative and positive. Just think about how much money, creative energy and research is put into developing a good game. I truly respect game developers who see their career as their calling, not just a means to make a fat profit. We can feel their heart put into making their games. Timeless classics like the God of War, Uncharted, The Witcher, GTA 4, Splinter Cell, Ghost of Tsushima, and many more that resonate with our hearts, and we will remember and cherish the lessons we learned from the heroes forever. Good games are like modern art and literature that tells an engaging and interactive story, giving players a sense of agency and freedom to participate in the flow of action and changing the story outcomes by making meaningful decisions. Great co-op games also provide gamers a social platform to hang out with our mates, helping many gamers ease their social isolation during the challenges of COVID lockdowns. Like Nathan Drake, one of my mottos in life is Bros for Life, which is also the name of a song that I wrote 10 years ago. Me and my best bro are now well into our 30s, but we won't yet let go of our love of video games anytime soon. We had a ton of great times spent together online, and we'll never regret that we have wasted our time in video games. The fact that I'm still doing this right now is a proof that being a gamer is an important part of my identity. I should be proud to be a gamer who's able to turn a seemingly shallow entertainment into something influential and inspiring. We never know where our love will lead us to. Maybe one day your love of video games can guide you on a path to becoming a professional game developer or another influential gaming creator. The video game industry is already huge and will grow even bigger. The future is bright for gamers who aspire to make a difference. I hope my channel can provide a platform for like-minded gamers to gather and inspire each other to share a real heartfelt story of how video games made a positive impact in your life. The love of video games unites people. Great video game stories almost always involve players to experience the archetype of the hero, requiring players to overcome challenges through repeated practice, mastering a difficult skill, equip and empower players with courage and resilience, making good decisions to shape your story. These are all important attributes that are key to success in our game of life. The real challenge is to achieve a good balance in life and having the self-control to keep enjoying gaming without falling into the trap of compulsive addiction. To prioritize our goals to achieving real results in life, but not to overindulge in the fantasy world. The way of the video game warrior requires a sacrifice. We cannot have everything in the present. The road to mastery requires patience. You have to keep your focus on 5 or 10 years down the road, when you will reap the rewards of your efforts. The process of getting there is full of challenges and pleasures. Make returning to your true path a decision you set for yourself. In the end, the money and success that truly last come not to those who focus on goals, but rather to those who focus on mastery and fulfilling their calling. It might even be your dream in becoming a game developer, or even a dog groomer, or whatever weird thing it is that you came here for. Comment down below and share how you plan to progress on the path towards your calling and still find some time to enjoy gaming. Don't forget to smash that like button and share my videos to other gamers if you find my content to be helpful to your life situation. See you in the next video.